Hey, what's up guys? It's ex-mormon with My Spiritual Life. I got my husband Jared helping me out today. And today we're talking about how we collectively lost 125 pounds. Which is a full freaking adult. And just so you guys know, this video is not a sponsor video. It's not a join our MLM video. It's nothing like that.
But if we get 4, 5, 6 of you on our downline and you get 4, 5, 6 other people on your downline, then you win, like, I don't know, $250 million, I guess?
Oh
I don't
God.
know. It sounds too good to be true, but it is.
We could get you guys in on the ground floor of cutting out sugar.
Well, you just sold your secret, so...
Hopefully these ads do well. Okay, so, if you've seen some of our older videos from when we started the channel, you may have noticed that we've lost a lot of weight. And basically, a lot of people have been asking us about it, so we thought we would just throw together a video kind of explaining what things we did. We both did very different things, and we just thought you guys might want to hear about it.
Plus, every time you guys talk about it, it's just you pointing out that you notice how fat I was.
Oh my God. Don't listen to him. For me, I felt like it was like a very internal change that I felt like I had to make, because I had tried dieting like 1,000 times, like a lot of people, like trying different things. And, you know, I had tried the counting calories, the keto, the like everything, and it just never really stuck. I did lose 30 pounds a couple years ago before I had Lucas. Do you remember that summer? And I did it by the, you know, just like willpower, like hitting the gym and counting calories really closely, and then within a year I put it all back on. So I think for me, like, what changed was, so it was last August, I had been introduced to a friend of mine who was really into like doing no sugar, like not no sugar, but like no processed sugar. So like you could have fruit or honey, like more natural sugars, but like cutting out, you know, pretty much, well, everything has sugar is what I learned, and everything is a conspiracy because everything has sugar in it. But anyway, so I like felt really like this was something I needed to do. Like I needed something kind of drastic to change what was going on, because the thing is, we both kind of grew up with really unhealthy eating habits, and that just didn't change when all of a sudden we became adults. So our eating habits were just super bad, and I just felt like I needed something drastic, but I also felt like I needed to be in the right mental space for it. So for me, like, you know, I'm really into like life coaching and hypnotherapy and things like that. Some of you know I'm a certified hypnotherapist. And so I went to my own coach and got help. And I think what really did the trick for me was like she really helped me disconnect like the eating from like the emotional aspect. Like helped me retrain my brain to see, okay, food is fuel. It's not, oh, I'm sad, so I'm gonna eat some ice cream, or oh, I'm happy, so I'm gonna eat some ice cream. And once I like felt like I kind of disconnected from that and disconnected from the identity of like, there was some obesity in my family, so like disconnecting from that identity internally, I felt like all of a sudden it was like way easier to make the lifestyle change. So then I decided, like, within a couple of days, I was like, Jared, I'm cutting out sugar. And he was like, what are you going to eat? And I was like, I don't know. Everything has sugar. But so I did. I cut sugar out, like, very strictly. Like, I wouldn't even eat salad dressing if it had sugar in it. Like, I learned to make these really good cookies that were, like, sweetened with honey and cinnamon, like oats, and those are super good. I'll put the recipe in the description, guys. It was just really good. Like, I just, I think I needed something really drastic, like, to kind of shake myself into, like, a new identity. Yeah, so then in the course of, like, 6 or 8 months, I lost 50 pounds. And it was gradual, like, but it felt like a relief to just not have to worry, like, oh, I'm eating good, so I just don't have to worry about my weight. Like, normally you know, a lot of women I know especially struggle with, like, with everything you're eating. It's like, you know, you're freaking out, like, is this too much or whatever. So it just felt nice to be like, oh, I'm eating really good, lots of meats and veggies, and that's, you know, pretty much all I can eat, so I don't have to stress. I didn't count calories. I didn't even work out. I would have liked to work out. I'm just too busy, I guess.
I was a fat ass. Now I'm just a chubby ass. And I went from fat to chubby by not eating ever.
Oh my God.
Now,
maybe we shouldn't have you tell your ways. I don't know if Jared's ways are healthy.
My ways are great. Are you kidding me? So, I mean, the first thing is I stopped drinking soda, which, like, I think if there is one health decision I could tell everybody to do, it'd be stop drinking soda. Mm-hmm. I wish the word of wisdom said no more soda. That would be very helpful to Mormons. When you're eating a burger, it's like 600-700 calories in one sitting, but you have to chow your way through it. You kind of got to force yourself. Mm-hmm. If you can chug a can of soda in like seconds. I started out, I needed something kind of extreme because I've tried to lose weight before. And so I did the Carnivore Diet, which I don't think I would recommend that for long-term use because there's a lot of things your body need, like you don't get any fiber if you're on the Carnivore Diet. So I didn't do strict carnivore.
You would like eat celery.
Yeah, I ate an assload of beef and celery. That's all I ate for...
It's actually true. It's all he ate for a long time.
Yeah, well, it was a few weeks I just ate beef and celery and water. That's all I would have. And part of the reason that...
And I was like, he's just trying to show me up. Like, he's not having sugar or potatoes or... I'm just kidding.
I think the utility of the Carnivore Diet is more as sort of an elimination diet. Because you slowly start adding things back in, like you add eggs back in, and your gut kind of starts to feel a lot better. And then when you add something back in, if it fucks with your gut, then you're like, well, I guess I'm not eating that thing anymore. And so you can kind of see what things you might be a little bit sensitive to, and that's pretty nice. That was about the time we were quarantined back in March that I started doing all this. I was quarantined from work for like 3 months.
And you had lost some weight before that because I was eating better, so I was cooking better because I started last August. So I think you had already lost some weight, but it was just like...
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I decided when I was quarantined I can either gain 40 pounds or I can lose 40 pounds. And one of the most helpful things, sorry Mormons, coffee. I love coffee now. I just drink it black, and I do that instead of snacking on anything. Once I was able to stop snacking, that was very helpful. And I would run a mile in the morning every day, and I would run faster and faster each day. That was very helpful. Then after I stopped doing the carnivore, I just stuck to regular keto. I've recently started doing just the 1 meal a day thing. It works very well with my work schedule.
Maybe for those who don't know what keto is, like, explain a little bit.
Keto's just no carbs. Or very low carbs. I pretty much just... Anytime I saw something that had carbs in it at all, I just wouldn't eat it. Then this month I've been lazy. But I've been doing... it's called OMAD. It stands for 1 meal a day. And it's just... You drink... an assload of water. I drink a gallon a day. Only eat in the evening. People they'll do it like different. It's sort of intermittent fasting. It's a different ratio. Like some people they'll have like an 8-hour window where they can eat, and then they have to fast for 16 hours. I usually do like just a 1-hour window where I eat, and then 23 hours of fasting. And
I guess the idea is to force you to... You can only eat so many calories in that window, right?
Yeah, there's a few different reasons that it's helpful, but I I just know I'm getting less fat, and I like that, and that's what I want. So I might also pick up smoking because that's...
No! Oh my god. All your ex-mormon friends will be so proud.
I've heard that meth is a great weight loss.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know if you can say that on YouTube without getting this video flagged. Okay, so I just have to say that, yeah, it was super, super cool how you jumped in, like, in March and, like, took advantage of the time that you had. Because there were so many people that, yeah, it was like they got all this time off and they wasted it. And no offense to anyone. I'm not saying I handled it great, but it was so cool to watch you, like, be like, okay, I'm going to take this time and I'm going to take advantage of it. And it was just hot.
Oh, baby.
I know. I was like, oh, man, like, this is so cool to watch him so, like, motivated and, like, trying so hard. And, like, you just started to take a lot more care about how you looked and just, like... your cold showers.
Oh, yeah.
You started your cold showers. You gotta tell people about your cold showers.
That's kind of a self-control thing, like a self-discipline thing. I was in the middle of trying all this new stuff, and my friend said something about cold therapy and all this crazy, the stuff these crazy people do, and he's like... he was like, there even have been, some well-studied out benefits of taking cold showers. And I was like, I'm trying new things now, I'm gonna do that. And then I was like, what are the benefits? And I don't know. So to me, it wakes me up in the morning because, it's starting to get colder now, and I wake up at 3:45 to go to work.
Yeah.
So it's really cold when I get up and I get in that shower, and I have to, like, I look like I'm doing whatever that Samoan tribal dance is. And
listening to him take a cold shower is actually really funny because you'll hear him like, woo!
I don't sound like that. I sound.
Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry. Ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's my bad. So did you feel like that helped you?
If nothing else, it's definitely helpful for self-discipline, and that's, the biggest thing you need if you're going to eat healthy is discipline.
Yeah, I guess so.
You got to look at things like my system is, I will see, like, a bag of chips, and I'll be like, oh man, I really want that bag of chips. And before, what I would do when I tried to diet was I'd sit there and argue with myself, no, don't eat them. Like, just eat this one bag of chips, you'll be fine. And then I'd eat them, and then I'd sit there and be like, you fat piece of shit, you ate the chips. And it wasn't that rewarding. And now I realize that I have this thing. I can look at that bag of chips and be like, oh man, I really want that bag of chips. And then I can just go, no, I don't. Nah.
You're so cool.
And it convinces my brain. It's like, oh, okay, he doesn't want it. I was wrong. Sorry.
I think what made this so different for me this time around when we really made a lot of health changes was, like, wanting to do it for the right reasons. Like, it was so nice losing the weight, and that was really cool. But that wasn't, like, my primary reason for wanting to change what I was eating. Like, I just really was like, this is bad. Like, we're gonna die early because we were eating so much junk and ice cream and eating out so much. And, like, it was just really bad habits that we just, we got from growing up, and we just never learned anything better or tried anything better. And so it was cool to feel like, okay, we need to do this for the right reasons. We don't want our son growing up, like, seeing how often we go to Taco Bell. And so I think it was just really cool. And it gave me, like, a lot of confidence. Like, and again, not just because of the way my body looked or anything. Like, it gave me a lot of confidence because, like Jared said, it does take self-discipline. And you feel good. Like, you feel really cool when you go to a birthday party and everyone's eating cake and you're like, no, I'm fine. And people are like, wow, amazing. But no, you really do feel like good about yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And now, like, I think the new mental game for me has been like, okay, now I'm pregnant and I have to put the weight back on. And it's been really hard. But I just keep reminding myself, like, obviously it's for a good cause. Like, I'm very excited to have this baby. I'm so, so excited. And I have to just remind myself that I can just keep eating good and that I probably won't gain near as much as I did with the last pregnancy and such and such. And where I'm at now is like, I do let myself eat sugar. I did, when I got really sick from my pregnancy for a while, I was even having soda because I needed something to calm my stomach down. But now I'm getting back into mostly no sugar, but I'm doing it a little differently now where it's like I can have some sugar, like if it's in salad dressing or things like that. And it's just nice because it's just more sustainable for me, I think. And also, like, it still just feels like really good to mostly not be eating the sugar. I just feel so much better when I don't eat it. Like, because I'm not perfect, and when I have those days or times that I, like, relapse to sugar, I just feel awful. I think my body is, like, more used to not having it than it is to having it now, so I feel really gross. A lot of times it doesn't even taste as good. That was the thing that tripped us up the most, was that when we'd go for a really long time without having sugar and then, like, we would have it, we'd be like, this doesn't taste the same. It was weird. We're just, like, I think generally we're used to so much sugar that it, like, changes your taste buds. Anyway, did you have any other tips other than telling everyone to take cold showers?
Just think, anytime you want to eat a thing, just think, would a fat ass eat this thing? And if the answer is yes, don't eat that thing.
Oh my God. Don't listen to Jared. Anyway, obviously we're not dietitians or anything like that. It's just that we've had a lot of people ask us about how we lost the weight, and so we just thought we'd share it with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like being on edge, because, you know, this is the probably second video we've done that's not related to ex-Mormonism, so if you like being on edge, hit subscribe. You never know what you're gonna get now.